So when people when people see you, is there a barrier that people have when they come to have is session, is that the right word?
Yeah. I mean, I would say it is sessions.
And is there a barrier? Like, are people really loath? Really, they want help. They want to find out what's going on. But is there a barrier that people won't open up to? I guess is the right word.
I would say the biggest barrier is, if we actually look at the mind, a couple of the rules of the mind, is the first one is the mind loves what's familiar. So if something isn't familiar, what I do isn't familiar. So there's going to be a natural resistance, because the mind's job, the ego mind's job, is to keep you safe. Great story, actually. Worked with a lady called Charlotte Fisher. She was on series 8.
Is that the SAS?
SAS, Who Dares Wins, right?
Okay,
And when we did the first session, so I can tell this story because it's out there. She was on the program, ended up being taken off because she'd had PTSD and had all the traditional stuff, and it didn't work. On the first session, she closed her laptop down and said, "I can't do this anymore." And I'd never had that happen again. There's actually a radio interview, we talk about this on BBC Radio Shropshire, where she tells this story, and then we actually then arranged to do the session again, and she's like, "Oh, I can't even believe that I felt that way." So what we've got to understand is that our mind's job is to keep us safe.
So you don't want to open up. You kind of want to, because you want to deal with the issue and the problem, but it's hard. It's hard to open.
And often it's because we can't vocalize it, because, as I say, it's the feeling that drives the behavior, not the thought. So I now have some mind hacks that I can help people very easily understand, and I did them with you, where we can use that thermometer and create safety in the mind. And that's why it's called mind mentoring, because what we're doing is we're creating the environment. So I have 4 elements that I work with. Most people want something, but actually it's a need. I want this, I want that, I want the other. Actually, I need peace. And then we need to, well, why do we want it? What underpins that? What's the foundation? And that's often quite difficult for us to articulate, because that why comes from the limbic brain, our emotional center, that doesn't have a voice. And then if we create an environment where we can't sit in our values, we can't communicate our boundaries, it becomes very difficult. So there's lots of these what seem like difficult layers happening. And what I do is I create the environment first.
Like a safe space.
A safe space for the mind to go, it's safe for me to do this.